Welcome to another InWheelTime podcast. Welcome to the award-winning InWheelTime Car Talk Show. Coming up, we are going to discuss Vanderbrink Auctions. We had hoped to have her, Mrs. Vanderbrink, on the line with us, but she realized this morning right before we went on the air that she had a plane to catch.
Yeah. Well, I got a further explanation that her flight out of Denver was delayed, which caused her to miss her connection, which means she's in Utah, fixing to get on a plane in about 3 minutes from
I didn't
now.
even think they had airplanes in Utah.
Well,
But
they do. They got two wings that buy
a biplane.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, at any rate, we're going to make do, and we're going to tell you about this barn find auction coming up because we decided that it was kind of cool and neat and all those things, so we're going to talk about it. Jeff is going to bring us some of his car culture, Guinness World Record holders for mileage, and it's high, like Denver.
Yeah.
And Mars will have driving destinations this week. It's back right here in the Houston area for a change. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World, Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin. I'm Don Armstrong. So glad that you could join us on this Saturday morning for our live show. If you're listening on a podcast, thanks for doing that too. All right, so we have this auction thing. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's bizarre because it's not going to be broadcast in any way other than if you go to their website called Vanderbrink Auctions. But we're going to bring you some information regarding some of the cars because we just thought that it was really cool. Not only cars, got tractors and all sorts of stuff.
All kinds of stuff.
How many acres did you say this was, Mars?
I thought it was scattered across 100 acres, but I mean, we've got a little bit of drone footage we're going to pull down off of YouTube and kind of share. I mean, it's amazing to me that there's this much acreage out there in Montana, rolling hills and stuff, and all these vehicles. I mean, there's fire engines and old cars and newer cars. And
it sounds like that guy that was out in, was it Washington? No, he was up in British Columbia. That the guy with the long hair.
Yeah, the show that you watch.
Yeah,
it's Resurrection or no, that's not it.
Whatever it is, doesn't make any difference. And come to find out that he actually didn't own the property. They made him sell all of the cars. He was heartbroken, but he had real hot rod classics on.
He had some good stuff.
He did. And so, what am I listening to down
I'm not
there?
sure.
Is it your phone?
It is.
My God. What year is it? Is this
stockbroker called him?
Is this 1970 or the beginning of the internet?
Well, I got too much stuff going on here this morning. It's
and that's never a good thing when Mars has too much stuff going on.
No, it's not.
So
but
we
anyway,
were saying.
Yeah. So anyway, this is a barn find collection that is being auctioned off. I guess the guy died or something. And it's like 100 vehicles or how many vehicles?
No, I think there's like 300.
300
by the time
vehicles.
they count.
Anyway, it's a mishmash of stuff. Not all of it is something that you'd be interested in, nor any of us would be
and
interested in.
a lot of it says this is a pile of parts here that it's for
that's
sale
a
as
typical
parts.
typical auction.
But some of it says for suitable for restoration and
so they've kind of drilled it down a little bit for us.
Yeah, they kind of grouped together the old fire engines and the pre-wars and the trucks.
So this guy's got a sickness that goes beyond this car show.
Yeah.
I don't know how you accumulate. And it's not like it all got drugged there for this auction because if you look at some of the pictures, there's grass growing up and stuff.
Yeah, it's been there a while.
It's been there.
Yeah.
And I don't, down here, if you leave something out very long, it's going to rust, when you get closer to Galveston, plastic will rust on you. So it amazes me that
well, you would know about that. We don't.
Yeah, it amazes me.
We live in the big city.
Swimming pools, movie stars. In fact, we're going to the cement pond after this.
Yeah. Did you ever see the cement pond, by the way?
No.
There are pictures of the actual studio.
Yeah, it was a studio.
Where they set up
pond,
the cement pond. Looked like it was outside, but no. It was on a soundstage in Hollywood. Yeah. And you go, that's the cement pond?
Cement pond.
That's it. Because you had to climb up basically to get on the stuff around
the
the
raised floor so that you have the pool.
Yeah.
Well.
Anyway, so I'm ready to do this anytime that you guys are. So how do you want to start, Mars?
I'll fire it
this
up.
is your deal.
I'm sitting here trying to get caught up because I got distracted.
Distracted, that's what it is. Distracted. So this is an auction that's called the Montana Barn Find Auction. And you can go to Vanderbrink, one word, VANDERBRINK auctions.com, and you can find the collection there. There are also videos and I guess stills over at YouTube.
Yeah, you can
There's
there's a lot on YouTube.
yeah.
She also does narrations of some of the things that she describes. We found one it's a short video.
Let's pull it up
There
and take
it
a
is,
look at it.
and it's about 2
This
minutes.
is
drone footage.
This is video? Oh, there you go. All right. Well, there's a fire truck.
Yeah.
Well, look at that. It's one of those convertible fire
It's
trucks.
a swivel too. The swivel.
Oh, yeah.
ladder.
And what they did, once they opened it up, since it's online, she said there's no cellular service out there because we were talking about trying to do it from there. So they couldn't. She said you can't even call 911
Look at
from
those.
there.
Look at that. That's nice. That's an old Plymouth there. Plymouth wagon.
So they've had this. You've been able to go out there and look at this for like 6 or 8 weeks. That you can go out there and look around.
And
then
we're
go
just
back.
now finding out about it.
Right. Not that we were going to go look very much, but that way you could do the online bidding on it, since you can't do it from there.
So I'm wondering if you could. Okay, I need that camper, but I don't need the truck. Can I buy just the camper and not the truck?
No.
Those are some of the things.
I
that
kind
would
of
be
doubt that.
Look at those rollbacks. A lot of old rollbacks, little flatbeds,
Yeah.
50s, 40s, and 50s.
There's some pictures of some
There's
dead
some,
grass.
Yeah, some lines on the road there. That's 59, 59 interchange.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh, look at those.
Yeah. Look
See,
at that- look
it's
at that.
scattered out all
Yeah.
over the place.
I need that barrel.
Well, no wonder you can't go out there. My God, you'd be tired from walking. Look
Yeah.
at it. It goes on and on and on
Yeah.
forever.
Oh,
and
how
that
about-
camper.
And how would you do an auction on site? I mean,
Look at that.
You say,
Well,
That's
listen.
front of that.
You're talking about car guys. We're car guys, and if I were a little bit younger, I see that. If I were a little bit younger, I'd do it anyway. Today, go out there, drive out there early in the morning, get my walking shoes on, get my mall walkers on, and go out there. And it's not that big of a deal. Go out there, go look around.
yeah.
I would have opened it up to the public. I wouldn't have said it's online auction only. Well, why? I want to go out there and I want to see that.
There's a Riviera. There's a Riviera right there.
Yep.
It's a Cadillac. And then you just see the 30s, the 20s, and 30s.
collection.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw that. I saw that.
I'm going to go back. I want to look at that.
I think we need
Very
to.
nice.
We need to look at ovens and stoves and stuff. But at any rate, I think it'd be really cool to go out there. I don't know why you can't. You might have a hard time trying to find the place.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you'd have some sort of satellite locator. I guess I don't know. Anyway,
I think online, whenever you go online to their website and you start looking at it and how to register to vote, to bid on it and stuff, there's a lot of instructions and directions and stuff. There's viewing hours when you can go out there and look, but I took it that you had to be wanting to bid on some stuff.
But if you want to bid, for instance, there's a couple of cab overs right there.
Right.
Or maybe those old 20s and 30s. If you're looking for that, they'll probably just direct you to that section rather than you have to walk
Okay, so
through
it doesn't-
all the other stuff.
so it doesn't run, okay?
No.
So no, listen to me. So it doesn't run.
Right.
Now, you've bought that Riviera that you
Yeah,
just saw.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, you bought it. It doesn't run.
How you getting
How
it
you
home?
getting it? Yeah, how you getting it? So you're going to have to hire somebody to go out there, drag it out of the field, and take it to some place. Maybe the guy would do it.
Yeah.
And drive it down
That's what I'm
here.
thinking. Maybe they have that option that we'll pull it out to the main road and then you're on your own, or we'll deliver it to you. There's probably a
Well,
lot of
I
options.
I
Look at
think-
all the tracks. So they've been pulling stuff out of there previous.
I think that if you, with the amount of room that you got there, I think you could go in there with a flatbed or a lowboy trailer and a winch, and you could pull it up on the trailer.
You know
that
what?
one.
I'd love to see you with the InWheelTime truck out there, and a
trailer.
and a U-Haul trailer.
Nah.
No winch. Now he's going to have to get
No,
that
no.
car. No,
If
no,
I'm
because
gonna
I know
drive-
Mars. You'd have to get somebody to help you push that thing onto the back of the U-Haul trailer.
I don't
If I'm going to go 2,000 miles, you can bet I'm going to carry a winch of some sort, even if it's a hand come along to pull it up
Or you
there.
just
No.
hire a local. Hire a local to
Just
do that for you.
unhitch the
Go by
trailer.
the Home Depot.
Yeah.
Unhitch the trailer, anchor it to the ground, use the truck to put a chain on the car and drag it up
Onto the trailer.
and then take the trailer and hook it back up to the truck.
I've paused this at this shot, and on the top left of the video, the shot. Look at all those old cars. That's cool. I've got other words, but I can't say. Those are really nice.
See, that could be the. Let's see. That could be the
Look,
pre-war?
there's an old destroyer at the top of the.
I think that's the battleship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of the sections that says there's classic cars pre-wars to 1970s, including a 1916 model Maxwell and a Hayes and a Model T and
a
there's lots of
Stuff that was around back in your day, Mars.
almost. I know for sure it made it to yours. I did see one of the thing in one of the stills that I was going through. There was like a 61 bubble top out there.
Ooh,
Two-door. Dude, what is the thing with those were not attractive cars to me.
No.
But they're rare now.
They're rare
And that's
now.
what makes
That's the
it-
thing.
exactly.
And the fact that it's a real bubble top, and it was all the glass looked to be in it. Not necessarily all the interior.
You
but
know,
So are you going to fix it up?
No.
but if you have a bubble top and there's no glass, it's worthless because the glass is the
problem. Yeah.
So sell
premium.
it for the glass.
You could.
Oh yeah, you could. Says there's a Henry J sitting out there.
Ooh.
That's an old track racing car where they used to take those things because they weren't worth anything. They looked
Right.
kind of cool, and they put big motors on them and beefed up the frame.
Cut the
and-
wheel wells out. And
Oh,
had the
yeah.
tires sticking
Ruined
out
the
from
car.
underneath it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was back in the day,
In the day.
60s day.
What else they got out there? They got some three-wheelers, some four-wheelers, and
See, those don't do anything for
fire
me.
trucks from
20s and 30s.
1919.
You know, a
Ford
fire truck
American
would be
LaFrance.
really cool to have. One, where do you keep it? And number two, where do you drive it?
The fires.
Yeah.
That's why they
Let me
designed
roll
it.
this 1923 American LaFrance hose truck out to the fire over there and see what's
No,
up.
bring it here because we're always putting out fires here.
Yeah, I know it. And we are pretty hot.
Yeah, well, yeah, we are that.
You can take that.
Yeah. Well, maybe you could fix it up enough where it would run and sell it to like the Sugarland Fire Department for.
Or paint it like a metallic red or blue. Paint it like some color that doesn't go with a fire truck.
Why?
Just to be different.
That's like saying I'm going to buy a brand new Ferrari and I'm going to have it black. No, it's red.
Well,
a Ferrari's red.
Richard Rawlings did that. He painted it black.
Dude,
Ferrari. Remember he did that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Question is, does he remember doing that?
Yeah, it was just
Well, there's
we
that.
met him that day when he was auctioning that car off.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
No, you paint. They've got yellow fire trucks in certain parts of the country. In certain countries, paint it. I don't know, something, a mauve color,
Wrap it.
and then wrap it.
Wrap it like the InWheelTime machine.
There you go.
What do you think?
I think that would be great. It reminded me of that little pink Corolla I rolled up on this morning on coming over here on Interstate 10, doing about 75 in the inside lane, getting past and rolling up on a pink Nissan that was doing 50.
Nice.
Reminded me of that, yeah, when you said that.
Well, you were chasing your dream, weren't you? Chasing. Yeah. I keep wanting to go back to the LaFrance fire truck. Was that the ladder truck or the pumper or something?
But there was
don't know.
several of
But
them
I think
out there.
that what you could do over there in Neederville is probably not any kind of regulations. Just park it there in the street in the front of the house.
Or drive it and start a parade.
you can just
could
make
drive
your
it.
own
People will
parade.
file in behind you, and you'll have all kinds of stuff
Yeah,
going.
yeah, scooters,
Scooters.
three-wheeler, pedal cars.
The third Saturday night of the month, we have Needland Avenue Cruise. Could run up and down the drag on cruise night.
There you go.
Yeah, putting with your fire truck.
You could dress and
Exactly.
drag
Here
and drive
comes
it.
Mars.
There you
I
go.
can see it.
You could dress and drag and drive it. There you go.
You know, here's the other idea I'm just
On the
having.
drag.
Instead of going out to the barbecue cook-off like at the rodeo,
Yeah.
have a big, massive tent and all the big money and all that stuff, make the truck the actual pit. Open up the middle of it, right? Put a big barbecue pit in the middle of
yeah,
it.
big
Make it
cylinder,
into
yeah.
one.
And if it catches fire, you could put yourself out.
Man, I'm telling you, ask us.
We got it.
I like that idea.
That's right. And leave the hoses on it. So after you get done with it, you want to wash it down.
Well,
there
not
you go.
only that, you could use them to spread the barbecue sauce.
Oh yeah.
Or that would be the red line hose.
What would your name be?
The smaller diameter.
You'd be Hoser's Grilling Team. And have a bunch of big old hoses out there. Hosers.
Yeah, hosers.
Then
We could get
you'd be from Canada if you did that.
We could get Fireman Jack.
Fireman Jack.
He
Yeah.
would, yeah.
We're going to get him to drive it. I don't know what he did at the fire department, but I'm sure that he knows how to drive a fire truck
Yeah, particularly a 1918 LaFrance.
without any power steering.
Exactly.
All right. Well,
Before that, they were
well,
horse driven.
you know, we had
trucks.
a good time doing that.
Yeah. Thank you for the auction.
Yeah, and thank you for not showing up, Vanderbrink, because we had a good time without
We
you.
need to send her a copy of this.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
All right, just ahead. Jeff's Car Culture, high mileage record holders.
Yeah.
And do you know anybody that has a car that's got like 500,000 miles on it or something?
I was gonna ask that out once we got the show going. So
All right.
we'll find out.
Mars has also driving destinations coming up. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show is back in a flash.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flamiado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla, he's pretty good. Apple or Android, InWheelTime podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and jonesing for a different kind of car talk show, give InWheelTime a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture and Mike's Driving Destinations, all on InWheelTime. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon, through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, and we know you love lists.
All right, the InWheelTime Car Talk Show is back home in the Sugar Shack studios, and we
Don?
hope you'll join.
We have a request from San Antonio. A listener in San Antonio would like
Yes.
to know what that barbecue spreader on the fire truck hose sounded like again. He wasn't sure he caught that. There you go. There you go, John.
All righty. Thank you, John. Phone lines are open too, by the way.
If you'd like to comment about our sound effects, just go right ahead. We hope that you'll join us 10 to noon Central Time every Saturday for our live rendition about all things automotive. Thanks for being with us today. Time now for Jeff's Car Culture.
All right,
and
here
the
we go.
Guinness World Record holders.
You've got high mileage on you, so you should be right in here, Don.
Thank you.
Many
I
of
do.
these cars. Well, go ahead.
No, you got to get it up on the screen.
I thought I did. There you go.
You did.
Okay.
Now.
Many of these cars never see 100,000 miles on the odometer. There are owners like the ones that in these lists, owners who keep their cars far beyond manufacturers' predicted lifespans, whether out of necessity or just pure love for the vehicle. This first one is a 1964 Porsche 356C. Last known mileage on this is 1 million miles. How about that? Gary Newmark received this 1964 Porsche as a graduation present from his father in the mid-'60s. Now, over 50 years later, this gentleman drives it daily. It's a blue one, and he's nicknamed it Blue. In 2013, the odometer showed 980,000 miles, and as the story goes, he was about to have all the media cover the rollover to the million.
Along with a stroke.
Right, but the car got stolen. So he figured that those plans are dashed. They found the car down the street because they couldn't properly hotwire it, those villains. So luckily he found it, and he did roll it over, and you can see the actual rollover of the car hitting 1 million miles on YouTube. So go
Now,
ahead.
not literally rolled over.
No, roll over the mileage
Gotcha.
of the odometer.
Right.
The next one is the 1983 Lincoln Town Car, 1.3 million miles. If you're going to travel 1.3 million miles,
Let's do it in that.
it's best to do something with a pair of bench seats molded after your grandmother's most comfortable couch. The owner of the Lincoln Town car drove it across the country on many occasions. He squeezed out 22 miles a gallon on the massive V8 the whole time. He maintained it at a Lincoln dealership for its entire life. Never broke down once, he claims. And to see this stellar reliability from a Ford is great. Now,
So the interior, did it have kind of a musty, mothbally smell since it could have been Grandma's closet?
Could have been Grandma's closet. But 2 weeks after this rolled over, Ford recalled it. The next one is a 63 Volkswagen Beetle. Last known mileage, 1.61 million miles. Mechanically speaking, Beetles are famous for their brutal simplicity, ease of repair, but not necessarily reliability. Yet this one covered an astonishing 1.61 million miles. It wasn't easy. The owner reportedly went through 7 engines on the way to this 1.6. He reached it in 1987 after buying the car in 63. That means he covered about 183 miles per day this whole lifespan of this vehicle. So there you go. That's kind of unbelievable. The next one,
Up
Mike.
and down the Hardy Toll Road.
Yeah. The next one is a 63 Plymouth Fury. Last known mileage, 1.62 million miles. Sometimes the reason for a car never making it to high mileage number is completely out of the owner's hands and pure bad luck. In this case, the 63 Plymouth Fury was a taxi in Montreal where it kept good care by the owner and the whole time he had it, but in that time he estimates he carried some 800,000 passengers across the city. Came within a few miles of the Guinness World Record in 1999 and a truck hit his car, totaled it, so it's gone. So there you go, so much for that. The next one is a 1976 Mercedes-Benz 240D, 2.85 million miles.
You know, none of these cars are really cool. They're just nerdy.
They're drivers.
Well,
They're turdy cars.
Yeah, it's 2.85 million miles. The first car of this list to travel over 2 million miles, doubling the mileage count of some of the cars earlier that we talked about. It belonged to a Greek taxi driver. There's kind of a theme here.
Now, a taxi driver
Got a
can afford that
California
kind of
license
car?
plate.
Who reached an astonishing 2.85 million miles in 2004. Mercedes-Benz recognized the longest-running vehicle in the company's history, gave this guy a C-Class for his taxi duties, and they put the 240D in the Museum of Mercedes. So how about that? The last one is a biggie. It's a 66 Volvo P1800, 3.25 million miles.
I saw an interview with the guy that has that car.
Fitting that Volvo would hold the Guinness World Record for the high mileage, although the P1800 wasn't just any Volvo. It was a beautiful and comfortable sports tourer. And its owner, Irv Gordon, which we don't know, used it for his true intention to purpose long-distance driving across the United States. Irv achieved an astounding mileage count of 3.4 million miles in 2014. He claimed that the secret to longevity was regular oil changes, closely following the manufacturer's maintenance guidelines, and keeping the car clean. Irv kept driving the Volvo until sadly he passed away at age 77 a few years later.
The car outlived him.
Yeah, car outlived him. Reportedly, odometer showed 3.25 miles. Rest in peace, Irv.
By the way, speaking of which, Greta Rogers, my 6th grade teacher, she had one of those.
Really?
Yeah. She was a pretty blonde lady, married. Don't know if she had any children or not, but she had one of those. And it was so odd. It was a cool car, especially back when it was new. It was a very cool car. Nobody else. I never knew anybody that had one other than her.
Right.
So apparently, she or her husband were into cool cars.
Yeah, was it red?
You know, I believe it was,
Oh, cool.
but whatever. All right. Mr. Mars has this week's driving destinations.
So I found a few more places around Houston that I wasn't
Are
aware
you just
of.
afraid of tiptoeing out of the state of Texas?
Well, no, we're going someplace else, but, you know, our core audience is here in Houston, so we're going to go to Dallas and San Antonio over the next couple of weeks before school starts. And then right after school starts, we're going to have one for the other portion of our audience.
Oh, county jail.
We're going to find some speakeasies.
We're going to go to the county jail.
Speakeasies? I wouldn't know anything about those. I know a lot about taverns, though, in Wisconsin.
No, we're going to be talking speakeasies.
So we're talking about Chicago?
Talking about Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio speakeasies.
Okay.
That's what makes them a speakeasy.
and-
You don't know about them.
3 weeks is bordellos.
Yeah, well, now that we're going to save that for the Christmas holidays.
Bordellos or Portellos?
Bordellos.
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
All right. So, one of the things I found around Houston, was the 1940 Air Terminal Museum. Now, this is it's an Art Deco terminal at the Hobby Airport, and it opened in 1940, and by then it was the sole commercial air terminal until 1954. So what they've done now is they've recreated this with a lot of the women Air Force Service pilot uniforms, airline memorabilia, vintage models, and a lot of other things that go back to that early flight and civic heritage. If you're into that kind of thing, this would be a neat place to go.
They actually have wedding receptions over there, weddings, all sorts of things over there.
Oh, yeah?
You can rent it out, yeah.
Very good. The other thing I found that was kind of neat was the Shark Voyage at Houston's Downtown Aquarium. Now, this is an underwater train ride that takes a loop through the 200,000-gallon shark tunnel. Now, this is where you got sharks going all around you. Riders kind of glide past sand, tiger sharks, brown sharks, and an 18-foot sawfish while learning about shark conservation. And it's pretty cool for all ages. Then you can, if you want to get out and get wet and wild, go to Lagoon Fest. Now, this is down in Texas City, but it's a 12-acre Crystal Lagoons experience complete with white sand beaches, cabanas, lounge chairs, paddle boards, kayaks, and bumper boards. They also have some flow rider surf simulations, a lot of things that you can set up and do, including, and they have food trucks and swim up bars.
Board?
Bumper board is
bumper boat. Did I say board?
Board, yeah.
You did.
My bad.
Okay, so it's bumper boat.
Board is for the guys that are really tough. They don't need the. It's all wood. Never mind.
This whole segment's boring.
Yeah. The other thing that I found was something called Activate Houston. Now, this is the Activate venue. This is up in the Woodlands. Actually, it's in spring, I think. But it takes and puts you into this interactive game room. Now, they have laser dodging, puzzle solving.
That's what you need is the putzing part. That would be good.
Yeah. So you can go in across 10 game rooms and get involved in all these games. Instead of doing it on TV, you can actually do it live.
Oh, my God. I'd want to do it on TV.
I would rather do it on TV, I think.
know you would.
Then,
and you are in kind of a sick way.
I also did not know that you can go to Herman Park and they have pedal boats.
Yeah, do that. Do that, and make sure you take your grandkids along with you because you're going to be pooped out in a matter of moments after pedaling.
This is a family type thing, That's so for the whole family. It's McGovern Lake. I didn't even know there was a lake there, but it's got friendly urban outing in the heart of Houston, etc. Then, if you want something else, you can go to the Museum of Illusions in Houston. I thought this was really cool. Inside the Galleria. And it's fairly new.
If you don't get shot first.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got to get inside, and that's part of the illusion. Tilted room, reversed room, hypnotic vortex tunnel, all these things that kind of get you interactive in these illusions that I thought was looking pretty cool. Then, coming over closer to home here, Jeff, minor league baseball at Constellation Field. You can go out there and watch a baseball game. They got things for kids in the kiddie corral, climbing structures. And I know that's where you like to go.
That's about 3 miles from this studio right here.
Right. So I thought. And also out here, I did not know, there is something called Go Ape Zip Line and Adventure Park here in Sugar Land. So you can have an outdoor experience, and it's in Brazos River Park. Got the longest zip lines in the Houston area, some of them up to 1,000 feet. 70 treetop obstacles, Tarzan swings, a lot of things if you want to go out climbing in the trees thinking you're Tarzan.
Tarzan swings from Mars.
I know Jeff's been out there. They probably have one that says, this is Jeff's personal swing, but...
Yeah, it swings like Jane.
Yes. So this is a few other things I found to do in the Houston area that I did not know you could do.
Thank you, sir. InWheelTime Car Talk Show continues after a quick break.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning InWheelTime Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWheelTime.com, the Odyssey radio app, YouTube, Facebook, and just about every other entertainment source out there, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including Jeff's Car Culture, the latest new cars, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's InWheelTime.com. Join us. That's it for this podcast episode of the InWheelTime Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.